At home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about ALLPOWERS R1500 portable power station. Yes, people, I finally got my hands on this bad boy right here. This thing is feather light. If you're someone out there who has one of the big ones that is 50 pounds or more, this thing right here is absolutely amazing. It has a large battery inside of there, and it's going to be able to take in solar while producing power at the exact same time. So if you're someone out there who is trying to maximize their space but doesn't want something super heavy, maybe you're going to the beach, maybe you're going to the river, maybe you're going to the park, this thing is the way to go. It has 4 regular plugs on the front. It also has 2 USB plugs on the front with 2 regular USB-A plugs on it. Not to mention the fact that it has 2 wireless chargers up on the top, so you can be charging your iPhone and your Android phone at the exact same time as powering up a bunch of other stuff. So in this video, we're doing first impressions on said power station. After that, I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the Adam Lucas test to figure out, is it something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying or returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so first impressions, this thing is packed full of a lot of different ports. It has 9 total, which is really awesome. The screen is very vivid. It powers on super fast, and it's much smaller than I thought it was going to be. It looks really handy, like something you can just grab and go with super easily. Of course, we'll be testing that out later on. And then you can easily turn on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to connect an app by holding down that button. So it literally has all the ports. It only has 1 solar port, so take note of that. You can't plug 2 in. And it has super grips at the bottom, which is awesome. So I like this thing so far. All right, so this is how it comes, really nice. It looks like this is a part of the whole kickstand thing right on the front. So we'll be taking a look at that in a minute. You have really nice clips right here. And then if you've ever used any of their solar panels, they literally just unfold super easily. Boom. Look at that. You have so much solar panel in such a small... That is wild. They do such a good job. These are beautiful solar panels too. And you have little hooks right here where you can hook this on to the side of your vehicle. Yep, so those are all of, I have this upside down, but those are the legs. I like that they're not metal, so it's not going to harm your solar panel. And of course, this is completely padded and totally flexible. Fold it back up. Really nice. Wow. And then we'll go ahead and clip it one-handed. Give it a one-handed clip for fun. Look at that. So nice. And another one. Boom. And then you grab it. I really like how grippy this is. Very lightweight. Super lightweight. Easy to grab. And then on the back, you have your storage for your cables. All right, let's get this out to the sun and keep a reviewing. All right, let's get this thing outside and plug it in and start charging up via the solar. I'm so excited for these solar panels. So this thing has 1 port on the side. It is a max of 650 watts. So take note of that. If you have a 700 watt solar panel, it will not charge up to 700 watts, but it will charge to 650, which is really cool. So we're going to plug this in. We don't have full sun right now, so we're only going to probably max out at half of what this thing can do, or what those solar panels can do, I should say. So this is really cool though. You can lay this out in a yard super easily. I'm going to show you it in a second with the kickstands coming out of the back. It has more kickstands than most do. So there we go. There's also a couple drops of bird poop on there. Still going strong, no problem. The kickstands on the back are really awesome. You can adjust them in multiple different ways. And all in all, really nice. Very happy with the solar panels and the power station performance. Okay, let's take a minute to talk about the wireless charging. So to activate wireless charging, you're gonna push this button right here. you're gonna get a little icon that pops on right there. And then you have these 2 wireless charging pads right here, fully built in. So we'll go ahead and drop down our first wireless charging. And then our second wireless charging. You have to get it just right with Samsung phones. There we go, that one's turned on. It's not the wireless charging on here, it's actually the phones. There we go, 2 wireless charging going at the same time. You come down here and you can see 9-watt output right there. There we go, this one is charging up. I believe this one is at 0, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to get to 1. But in my experience, wireless charging on this is absolutely amazing. And if you have a chair, this can become like a little side table right here. You could put your phone down and charge it, or you could put a drink on there. So really, really cool the way that they did this. I'm definitely happy with it. And there we go, now we're up to 16 watts. So this one is probably charging away right now. That is really cool, and it shows you exactly how much time you have if you're gonna run 17 watts all at the same time. So this is definitely a game changer for this bad boy right here. 5 out of 5 stars for the wireless charging. All right, now let's run through some real world scenarios. So your power just went out, you got kids, you got pets, you got people that need food. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in our microwave. So I got it plugged in to an extension cord right there. That is coming from this microwave right here. And we're gonna check exactly how long we're gonna have. We're not at 100%, but sometimes you're never at 100%. So let's just go ahead real quick and we're gonna start this up. We can't run it for very long, so there's nothing in it. Go ahead and hit 10 seconds. Hit start. That's running right there. There's our wattage. Woo, boy. Wow. Wow, look at that wattage right there, people. Holy bejesus, that is incredible. Okay, next up we have our air fryer toaster oven right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on air fry bake. I believe that's gonna be using the most power. We're gonna go to 450 and we're gonna crank this thing on. Let's check the wattage over here. Holy bejesus, look at that, people. Wow. All right, you can hear the fans have kicked on. They're cranking away. And there you go. So toaster oven, air fryer, no problem whatsoever. You're gonna get a lot of hours out of this, or a lot of time out of this. You have 33 minutes right here. So you could run this for 33 minutes, cook an entire dinner in there before this thing ran out of power. That is absolutely amazing. And then if you want to shut the whole thing off without unplugging it, you can just simply hit this button right here. And there you go. Now you've turned that off. And if you're like me and you want to slightly go off grid while you're still living on the grid, I have my air purifier plugged into this bad boy 24/7, and I have this lamp plugged into this bad boy 24/7. Of course, when it runs out of juice, I just go to the side yard, plug in the solar panels, and get this thing back up to 100% in no time. So that is really awesome. If you want to just sort of get your feet wet with being off the grid while you're still living in a regular house with electricity, these things are great to buy. I actually just put them under my side table right here, and I can put my phone up here if I want to wirelessly charge really quickly. And then of course you could plug everything into it super nicely. My kids plug in the USB right here to charge up their tablets, and then they'll just sit on this chair right here. So I really love having these in the home to get a slight off-grid as I move my way towards being fully off-grid. So really, really awesome. Definitely love this bad boy. Okay, now this is going to be an outdoor slash camping slash RVing scenario. So we have our Keurig plugged in. We're going to go ahead and brew up a nice hot cup of coffee off grid, people. So we're going to drop that in there. We're going to go ahead and click our strong button. We'll do 8 ounces. And there we go. Keurig is pulling in the water. There's our wattage right there. This thing is a beast, people. It can handle the highest wattage out there. And the coolest thing is, you see the input right here? That's because we have solar panels charging as we're using it. Yes, you can charge this thing from the solar plug over here as you're brewing your hot cup of coffee. That is next level. So that is the benefit of buying the solar package with the generator. You're gonna get the ability to be off-grid, pulling in solar as you're using it, potentially never running out of juice. Absolutely amazing. And there we go, we get to enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee off-grid, courtesy of our solar panels and that amazing power station back there. All right, let's talk about these solar panels right here. So I have to say that these things are absolutely amazing. You can see they're kind of dirty because I've literally been using these every day as my primary solar panels. I like to charge up multiple different power stations that I have, and this provides a very, very solid, very fast way. And the fact that you could fold it down in a matter of seconds, take it to another part of your yard. Sorry for all of that, that's our burn pile. Take it to another part of your yard and charge up super easily, or just flip it around as the sun goes from east to west. So that is really, really awesome. Definitely giving this a solid 5 out of 5 stars for the fact that it's portable, or you can just leave it up 24/7. Completely waterproof, sunproof. It has literally been out here every day for the past few months. So really, really awesome solar panels. And the feet back here are super easy to pull out and put in any position that you want to really get this thing in maximum solar setup. So that is really, really awesome. The portability of this thing is next level. And once again, I've been using this all the time. That's why it's so dirty. You can just see all the dirt on there, but really, really awesome. Solid solar panels. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating. Let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing has literally been outside almost every single day, taking in the sun, taking in the rain. Yes, this thing is waterproof. You can solar charge while it's raining. So if you have a day where it's raining and then sunny and then raining and sunny, don't worry, leave it out there. It's going to take in the solar and charge up. So if you're off grid, if you're someone who is living in your RV, this thing is feather light. You're going to be able to pick this thing up and go. It holds a decent amount of battery. It's not the biggest one out there, so don't try to use this for major stuff. This is mainly a companion, so you're going to take this with you to the beach. And you definitely want to have several of these if you're going true off grid. I love the fact that it has 4 plugs right here. It has 4 USBs over here, which is awesome. And then of course you have your DC out right there. And then the fact that you can add on to this is next level. So if you need more batteries and you want to plug them all in together and do a whole chain of them, that is really awesome. And then of course you have your reset button over here and your main charging if you want to charge it up. But yeah, I've put this thing to the test and it just keeps on going. The grips on the bottom are absolutely amazing. The display is very vivid. I love the fact you have all these different little icons right here showing you exactly what's going on. That is really awesome. So I'm going to give this thing a solid 5 out of 5 stars, people. For the weight of it, if you're going on an off-grid cycling trip like I am, definitely subscribe to this channel to learn more about that. This thing is going with me. It's the perfect size. You can hold it with one hand, no problem whatsoever. If you're older and you don't want to carry around a 50-pounder, this one is great. So solid star rating. Everything about it just works perfectly. Highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it. All right, there you go. That is the ALLPOWERS R1500 portable power station. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next awesome video. Peace out.